Welcome back, guys. Just got off work. It's about 4 o'clock, so we have about 2 hours of daylight. I'm gonna take you guys to a pond where there's some bass. I've been doing a lot of perch fishing. If you guys have seen the last few videos, I've been doing some trout fishing, but most recently the perch fishing has been taking over my life. So I feel like a good bass or two today would be amazing. The conditions, it's been rainy outside. It's really cloudy right now. It's been a little bit of a clear break in the sky. Again, just got off work and we're gonna go to a pond. We'll see you in a bit. All right, so Bobby joined me. Hopefully we can get some. So this pond that we're about to go to isn't a numbers pond, not a numbers pond at all, but it's a quality pond. Whatever you hook up with at this pond is pretty good, right, Bobby?
Big. They're nice and healthy here, like big fat footballs.
Yeah. I think I caught a 4 and a 5 last time.
Top secret location.
Big fish in this pond. Tons of crawfish, which is crazy. We came here at the end of summer and there's just crawfish everywhere. But I think that's why they're so fat. The crawfish have high oil content as well as good calcium content, so it lets them get fat. Yeah. So our secret spot is kind of on lockdown and we have to drive up and it's looking good. We have to sneak in. We have to sneak in. Oh yeah. It's good? It's good? All right. I'm gonna try to show you as little as possible in this video because yeah, I don't want this spot to be blown up or get us in trouble or anything. So even if you guys ask, I will not tell you. But anyway, this is the content I do. I just try to go fishing and whatever species I can get, I'll go and get them. And if you like that kind of content, definitely subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get to be the first to check this stuff out. Let's hit this pond. I want to start by apologizing for the lack of audio in all of this GoPro footage. My GoPro is 4 years old, maybe 5, and it has seen a little bit of salt water through the air. So I'm guessing the internals of it don't allow it to catch any audio. Anyway, I brought 3 rods today. I brought a spinning rod and 2 bait casters, and pretty much just had what I had tied on from the last trip that I went bass fishing, and I just grabbed them because it was quick. And as you can see, Bobby's already on one. He caught one on his first cast, and you'll see by these fish that they're definitely well fed. He caught this one on a football jig. Looks like it was about a 1/2 ounce with a little trailer on there. He calls it his little puff jig. So first cast, not a bad start to the day. And when I start off at a little pond like this, oh, there's that crawfish, check that out. But they were littered everywhere pretty much. But when I do fish a pond, what I like to do is go straight to the high percentage areas when I don't have a lot of time to fish. So if you're fishing around 4 o'clock in the wintertime, you only have an hour and a half or so to catch them. So I ended up missing one right there, and then he came back and got it, or it might have been a different fish. So they might have been all schooled up in that pocket, but this was the first fish. Definitely a fatty. And the hook set was really good. He was not going anywhere. But here's what I caught him on. Caught him on the Rage Blade by Strike King. It's the tournament grade Rage Blade. What's really cool about it is the lead is right at on the blade itself. So when it falls straight down. When you kill this bait, it lands on the ground, and then you're able to pop it up and bring it. But yeah, it's a good fish. Good fish to start the day. They were pretty cold. You can see their eyes aren't really dark either, so yeah, I think they were definitely hungry between the rain. So here's the second cast. It's pretty good. I don't remember what I was saying right there, but yeah, I was saying so much good content, man. But yeah, when I cast it out, I like to let it hit the bottom first, and then I start to reel until I can feel the vibration. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm using 10-pound test on this setup. Yeah, this one was a little skinnier, but look how he ate it. Gosh, my second fish in 2 casts. That is an awesome fish right there. That rage blade way down in there. These are definitely crawfish eaters for sure. Northern strains. So it was a black and blue rage blade. Again, I believe it was a 3/8 ounce. And then one of the things I wanted to point out to you guys is look at all the claws in the water. See all these claws? So there might have been a die-off on all the crawfish. That's why they're actually biting. During the summer, late summer, early fall, these crawfish are everywhere. They're just crawling. But yeah, this setup that I'm using is the Lose. It's the American Hero version. What's really nice about it is every time you purchase one, a proceed goes to the Wounded Warrior Project. So if you're looking for a nice affordable setup, definitely look into the Lose. Solid rod, solid reel. Definitely check them out. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check them out for yourselves. But again, I just like to retrieve until I can feel the vibration of that rage blade. I try to keep it tracing the bottom contour about a foot and a half above the bottom contour when I'm working it in an area that I know there's a lot of crawfish. So again, I'll just cast out, I'll let it sink, and then I'll fan cast, just making sure that I cover all the area. Bobby ends up hooking one up on the drop shot. And then he ends up losing one the next cast, but it was a big one. Oh yeah, it's so fun when there's a light line catching this size fish. Just look how fat. I just think it's so funny. To Bobby, it's like, okay, nice fish, no big deal, splash. Then back to business. So again, I just cast out, I let it sink all the way down, just take my time. Especially in this colder weather, I don't retrieve right away. I like to hop it a few times maybe. Sometimes I'll just hop and drop, maybe yo-yo it up and down a few times, really get the fish's attention, then I start the steady retrieve, as slow as I can go until I can feel that vibration. Oh yeah. And this fish actually hit pretty close. Definitely solid fish. Yeah, very translucent eye. And he ate it just like the other ones. The hookup ratio to the rage blade is so good. And Bobby was saying, not bad. We've been here 30 minutes, caught 4 fish. And yeah, this rage blade is just so legit. I mean, it's got a nice small profile, so it's not intimidating to the bass. And it puts out a really good thump. So my theory is that it's a small profile, they're not intimidated, but they feel the thump that this bait has, so it must be really good nutritional value if it has enough energy to put up that much thump. So small profile, big thump, it's a really, really good, efficient bait. It's got a nice little trailer on it as well. And then down here, I remembered, or I just saw that there's a lot of bird droppings, and these birds must be eating these crawfish as well, because there was a lot of red in their droppings. So tons of nutritional value. You could even see it in the water in terms of the bird droppings. The water level must have just come up too because of all the rains that we've gotten. The reason I lift up my rod like that is so that I can feed out a lot more line so that this bait can drop down farther. And then I don't know why, but I ended up picking up the Whopper Plopper and ended up casting a little bit, maybe just because I saw some die down in the wind. And then I also tried a crankbait, but that didn't work too well because there was a lot of weeds that were dying off in the water, so I was snagging that quite a bit. So I decided to tie on a jerkbait as well, and that didn't work. So lesson learned. If something's working, stick to it. I probably would have caught 1 or 2 more fish if I ended up continuing to use that rage blade. Oh yeah, awesome. Oh yeah, solid. Okay, all right. Yep, Bobby got another keeper, got another good one. So I saw Bobby catch one, and then I felt a bite, and I thought maybe I snagged his, but we ended up getting a pretty cool double up. This was literally our best day at this pond. And again, I think it's because there must have been a die-off in the crawfish since it got cold, and now they don't have a constant food source, so they're ready to bite. Quality double.
The double release?
Double release right here.
The double release.
Yeet.
There they go.
Like a Jeep. So now it started to get a little bit darker. We noticed at this pond that when it gets really dark, the bite just shuts off. So we knew that there was only a few more minutes to fish. And yeah, this was a really good one. Yeah, that rod is the 6.6 version, medium heavy, and it definitely has some good action to it. But look at the back on this thing. Gosh, tall fish, and he ate it just like the rest of them. Really, really wanted it. I really think that they found a window when the weather was a little bit better, not raining, and they just thought it was time to feed. But again, this rage blade just killing it. I'm just gonna leave the link in the description so you guys can check it out. I definitely recommend buying a few of these in a bunch of different colors. I was throwing the black and blue today, but I think the green works really, really well. There's a green pumpkin. There's also a red. I think I would try the red in the summertime. So as soon as it got dark, we just ended our fishing trip.
We did really well today. Both caught a fish on our first cast. You had 5, I had 4. I broke a good one off. Had some definitely nice quality. Had about an hour and 20 minutes of fishing. We had 9 fish total. It was good. Thumbs up here, man. Dude. Thumbs up, buddy.
That's right, guys. We'll leave it at that. Leave a thumbs up if you guys like this. That was a really good trip. Like Bobby said, 9 fish, hour and a half. After work, can't complain. So we'll catch you guys on the next one, but that was a good dose of bass back on this channel. We'll catch you guys.
See ya.
Bam!